Hi, I'm Louise Fletcher. I'm a painter from England, and today I'm answering questions that came into me about finding a focus. Now, I got lots of questions about this. I'm teaching a free course starting June the 3rd for 1 week, and I asked everybody who was waiting for that course to begin to submit questions to me. And this one came in from Raj, that was not the only time I got this question, so I thought it would be a really good question to address. Raj has very little experience with art. I have taken a few classes, mostly with oil and rag, and I'm very new to acrylics and brushes, so I'm on a steep learning curve. I'm naturally messy and chaotic, and I can get carried away by my childlike enthusiasm for seeing the colours and creating patterns. So Raj goes on to say that therefore, it's very difficult to stop having that fun and start developing an idea and knowing where to take that idea. And this question is very similar to other questions that came up. And it's this idea and sense that you should know more than you should know at the stage you're at. And it's this kind of feeling that you have to race ahead. So the ideas and what you want to develop comes out of the work you do. This is the part that I think beginner artists are not clear on. So as you play with the paint, as you experiment, you start to understand what you want to explore and what you want to follow up on and what might be an idea you want to develop. But I think as beginners, and I was one too, so we tend to think, okay, I've started now. What is my art going to be about? And who am I? And what do I have to say to the world? And that's too much pressure to put on you when you're still learning how the paint works and what brushes to choose. It's just way too much. Lots of people ask this question, but I loved something that Raj actually specified, which was, I am naturally messy and chaotic, and I can get carried away by my childlike enthusiasm for seeing the colours and creating patterns. And I find this fascinating because what we do is we think, okay, that's what I'm naturally like. That's what comes easy. That's what excites me. Push all that aside. I need to do something different. That is the exact opposite of what you should be doing. If you love getting carried away with color and pattern, there's your idea. That's what you're exploring. Just keep going. Just keep doing what you love as you're learning. And naturally, one thing leads to another. Naturally, you see a color you love maybe, and it sparks an idea for some paintings in that color. Or you think, I really love these patterns. I want to develop a whole series of works about pattern. But that comes just through the act of painting. It doesn't come through thinky brain. Okay, what am I? Who am I? What is my art about? That's not how it happens. It's a pure play process when it's working properly. It's a pure, joyful exploration that you get lost in. It's an entirely self-centered thing where it's all up here. And it's funny, we can be so absorbed in something that nobody else cares about. Nobody around us cares about. Everybody's getting on with their daily lives, doing practical things, and we're fully absorbed in this exciting exploration of something that just makes us zing. But you are already on your way, Raj, because you already know what you love to do, and you just have to follow that. That doesn't mean that for the rest of your painting life you'll be doing the same thing. I've shifted my work several times since I got really serious about it in 2018, and it's moved through several stages, and I imagine it'll keep moving through stages. But you already have what you need. Now, if you're listening to this and you don't yet know what it is that you want to play with, don't worry, it will come through the process of playing. Just play with the paint, keep learning and noticing. And don't try to rush ahead to the end. Don't try to get to the part where you've learned it all. Because trust me, when you get to that point where something starts to become easy, if you get to the point where you've worked out a process and it creates paintings that are nice and people come and buy them, you will soon want to disrupt that and try something new. Because you want to be constantly challenged and constantly excited as an artist. More experienced artists are looking for that feeling that you already have when you're playing with pattern and colour. They're looking for that absorption and excitement. you've already got it. So you're on your way. So this question really is about racing ahead. Don't try to get to the end of imagine we're going to go out for a hike on a trail up in the mountains somewhere beautiful. And it's supposed to be a day-long hike, and we've taken a picnic and everything, and we set off, and I'm the guide, and then we've done a few steps, and I go, right, we're here at the end, and I've somehow magicked us 10 miles to the end of the hike, and there's a nice view. But you missed all the rest of the hike. Would you be disappointed? Would you say, I thought we were going out for the day, and now we're here, and that's it? Of course you would, because you want the journey, the whole process of taking the walk is what's enjoyable, not just getting to the end. If you wanted to just get to the end, you could have someone helicopter you in and drop you there, but that's not what you choose to do. And that analogy, you might not love hiking, but there's plenty of other analogies in life. The joy never comes from the end product. When you get to that point where you make paintings that you love and that other people buy, it will bring you no more joy than the early stages of exploration once you've removed all the limiting beliefs and pressures from yourself. And actually selling a painting is a lovely feeling. Don't get me wrong. I love it when someone wants to buy a painting, but it's very fleeting. It's, you might be happy for a day or two. The first time you sell one, you'd be happy about it for a bit longer than that, but you'll soon go back to normal, worrying about when you're going to sell the next one, and is anyone going to like the new work that you're doing? You never get to a place where you just go, oh, you know what, I'm really enjoying making these paintings, and they're flying out the door, and I don't have to worry. That doesn't happen, because if it ever does, like I say, you'll want to disrupt it again. So I hope this is making sense to those of you who are at the beginning of the journey, that those of us who are further along the journey look back at you with a little bit of envy, because it's really exciting to be where you are. So don't try to race for the finish line. The ideas and focus that you seek come from the process of doing the work and noticing what you love. And that idea of noticing what you love and really digging into who you are as an artist and spending some time just for you, that's what the free course that I'm teaching starting on June the 3rd is all about. So come and join us. It's 7 days, and it's my most fun thing that I do all year apart from my painting time. It's on a par with my painting time, because this is the one time I get to work with tons of people. There will be so many people on this course. Do not worry about that. This is not a personal one-to-one course. This is about you going one-to-one with you. And I'm going to give you the prompts and the strategies to do that, but you're going to spend some dedicated time with yourself, and you're going to really start to explore who you are and where your art wants to take you. And I promise it wants to take you somewhere good. I can't wait to get started. So the link to sign up is above or below this video. So do come and join us if you haven't already. And if you have signed up, I can't wait to see you there. If you have anything to say about this or any questions about what I've just said, leave a comment. I love hearing from you. And I've really enjoyed doing this series of videos. This one is my last one before we start the free course. So if you want to keep hearing from me and learning this stuff, you need to get signed up. Add your name now, and I'll see you soon.